like a 90 years old billionaire.
For my art, poco poco.
So I got scared more.
City helped me to create exhibitions. By this, that.
In Valencia, not to have principles, just go with the flow. I'm just expressing my own feelings without any distraction to anything. Out of nowhere to nowhere.
I've always been inspired by architecture, by Gothic, by Baroque, by Empire, by the architectural styles and by history of architecture and by the heritage that has been saved in the city, like in the cities like that, like Valencia, like Madrid.
8 or 7 years ago. There are a lot. First of all, Pascal Kokoschka, Egon Schiele, Gustav Klimt, Ferdinand Hodler, Albrecht Dürer. Black currant, I always try to express the combination of the tastes of black currant. Phone. I have to move out my phone. Watercolor toil. This is my favorite artwork from this exhibition, and it's made in oil. On the canvases it's made like a medieval triptych with the sashes, and it's called Ride. It's a painting about space-time grid which diffuses when two bodies collide together, and then something starts happening around them, and it's a constant motion that turns into something, into nowhere. And this painting is about gravity, about the gravitation which is being created in the space, in the time-space, and also was influenced and inspired by Empedocles and his ancient Greek novel Nature. So I think that this movement that is around these two bodies on the stone significates this gravitational grid. Me. Dr.robot.gallery. Artist's representation, job, stability in this life, belief and support.
Dr.robot.gallery, it's a project of me and my partner of business, Alexander Khromov, and we started this project many years ago. And very crazy name, Dr. Robot, we just found in the air, just flashing and just grabbing and put on like title to our gallery, to our projects. To be before we're planning to make art activity in Europe, and we wanted to have gallery space. This was so difficult, not easy, to have your own place in Europe. And finally we have this biggest gallery in Europe. And last 3 years we was participate in Art Madrid, and for us was the kind of experience to feel how we can work, how we can sell, how we collect artists, how we collect art pieces. And I think it was very good experience. And in December last year we opened finally our biggest gallery in Europe, Dr.robot.gallery. And if you will see, you can see it's Galería de Arte Venezia. We just put in the title of our gallery Venezia because we want to specifically to get attention of everyone to just live and stay and work in Venezia.
I think a little more than 3 years. A little more than 3 years, and we've been doing exhibitions with COSTA GOREL, in collaboration with other galleries. We did one exhibition in Granada, which was pretty interesting. Like officially, we're Spanish gallery, but we represent a little bit more wide spectrum of the artists, and we are international.
He's absolutely unique for Spain, because in contemporary art in Spain, we talk about Spain, everyone think with ideas, it's like priority, ideas, and we look like everyone forget about technique, but because they have technique and ideas together, and let's make him unique artist on this area. And I think some good collectors, they understand this, but they stop to buy and collect this art.
I lived in many countries and in many places of the world, but now I live in Spain, and I can't say that it's my home because it's not, but in every country, in every place and space, I feel myself home because I carry my home all the time with me. I don't consider myself as an artist. I consider myself more as a stylist, because I think artist is like some section in which I cannot be fit. I don't know. But my passion to style all the spaces, people, animals, mood, interiors, films was always with me. It is really my first need of every day. In some disciplines, but not the education like a drawer or a painter. I've had a lot of practice in my life due to the latest 15 years, and well, it can be described as an education, but no, I don't have a special education for arts. first person is my wife and my very best friend, my one and only, and my everything. Then, of course, it's my teacher that has pushed me into paintings, into art, into being an artist. It is my very good friend and my very good-hearted friend. It's Svetlana Rumak, and hello to her. And the third person, of course, it's Andrey Bartenev. I'm extremely thankful to him for the opportunities he gave me, and yes, after him, of course, my life has changed a lot in many ways, and first of all in the artistic way and in the way of expressing myself and my job, and in the way I'm doing it right now. And Andrey as an artist has influenced me a lot with his performances, with his thoughts, with his wisdom, with his help in many ways, as an artist and as a producer.
You know, it's easy to do if you have talent artists in your hands. It's very easy to do, and sometimes it's another point of this question. If artist can listen here and he do it what created out to do, and this COSA is it's work. We make his name very big in 3 years. I think it's like 3 years, it's like nothing to be done. And if you see all this press reactions to COSA's art, and just so much. And we make contract with German company. We print. We make prints from COSA's paintings, and we sell around the world his prints. I make most international, yes. You know, it's because 3 years it just start. You need 5, 6, 7 years. Maybe it's for now it's like, oh, what? 5, 7, it's so long. No. 5, 6, 7, and you will be on first base. After that, everything can very fast change. I think it's most intellectual buyers by COSTA GOREL.
Yes.
One night, I guess about 3 years ago, I've had a bus to Barcelona from one city in the south of Spain, and with one station in Valencia. This bus, of course, was at the night, and one station was in Valencia at 1 a.m. and the next bus to Barcelona was like about in 6 hours. And I came here and came to this banquet. I put a bag, a luggage here, and just sit down here. Then I laid down here, and I was like, and I fall asleep for 40 or 35 minutes, and then I woke up and started to check all my items. Are them with me or not? Because I'm a bit afraid, a bit suspicious always. And then I have just looked at two guys which were around, and got a bit scared about them. But then they have seen me because my bag has fallen down, and they have heard a sound of that, and we met each other with the eyes. I got scared more, but when they have seen me, they just turned around and moved out, get out from that place. So it was my scary night in Valencia.
It always depends on the size of the work, of the technique, of the number of the characters, and it's hard to say. It can be 1 week if the work is small and doesn't include many figures, and it can be 1 year. It's always different. You never know what it will be at the end. You can imagine anything, and at the end it will be absolutely another work with another idea, with another conception of it. And I always take as a beginning of creating work some of my own emotions that I can feel like now or in some special moment for me. It can be absolutely anything. It can be movie or party or some talk to somebody. And then I am trying to understand what the color, what the intention of color and texture this emotion has, and which pattern or which texture can express this emotion as much as in its best. And then I begin to experiment with the colors, with some liquids, with the watercolors, with the sketches, or I just do something directly on the canvas and make something in like 5-6 days. Like, for example, this painting, it came just out of nowhere and without any preparation for that. Or I can make a sketch, then I experiment with the water, how the colors mixing with each other on the paper. Then I'm trying to do the same on the canvas, and it never goes the same like on the paper, of course, and it creates a new wave of emotion, a new wave of the flow, and I'm just going with the flow, and I never know what it will be at the finish. It's not the time, it's not the epoch, it's a space-time where all the times and epochs are existing right now, and they are just existing without being developed or being created or being ruined. So it's just some imagination of my characters, first of all, and artistic fantasy. So it's not about an epoch, but it includes the aesthetic of the epochs, the heritage that the world of art and culture has created due to the many centuries and many epochs. Orlando doesn't have any exact sex, so he or she or it just changes its outfit, its mood, its condition, and its figure all the time. It's a constant movement, and it's a circle movement. So it's even not the human. Maybe it's some phantom that is trying to be human on this like planet, on this Earth, and it just changes its vision, its reality all the time, and it never repeats. But it takes all the experience of the past centuries, of the past lives, of the past like 50 years, and takes it to the new chapter of its life. So it's maybe a constant hermit that is always trying to be renewed in some new expression that wasn't experienced and tried before. So that's Orlando. And yes, of course, it's a poet. That's a very important thing. Well, not exactly alter ego, but yes, it inspires me in many ways, because this character, as it was described by Virginia Woolf, this way from youth to eternity is very similar in a sensual way to my own. And Orlando is a biographical novel about Vita Sackville-West, who was another writer of that time, of the past century. And the way Virginia Woolf has described its character and its manner of living was, and some biographical things of Orlando are very similar to mine and to my own. And yes, that has inspired me, because when I was reading Orlando for the first time, I just felt myself accepted. I felt myself not abandoned. So it's a very special novel to me, of course. Nudes allow me to achieve vulnerable effect and vulnerable state of mind in the paintings, because, for example, I am a huge fan of stone, of stones, of the minerals. My father is geologist, and to work with the stones, with some earthy minerals, is also my hobby, my own passion that came to me from my childhood, from my father. And for example, when the body is naked and you touch a cold stone with the naked body, it creates another effect and another reaction than when you touch the stone through textile, through some fabric, through clothes. And that always creates another level of impression in the painting, another level of tension, and I guess another level of beauty also, because well, uncovered passion is always beautiful, no matter what it is it body or just feeling. So, and when this feeling can be expressed through the body, which is just a form for the colors, for the textures, it's even more beautiful and even more impressive. So, and also humor, that is a constant detail, constant, like I think that humor is a main personality of erotic. So when it contains humor, then it works. So this is why I have a lot of naked characters in my paintings. No, because, well, when you create something, even if you even if you don't paint at that moment, you think about it, and thinking is the part of that job, of that work, that follows you everywhere, all the second, all the time, and during the sleep also. So, like a 90 years old billionaire.
The art market have a special key. It should be, you look and you immediately recognize this artist, and we have this cosplayers. And next time, behind artists 10, 20, 30 years of practice. And it will create group of people who will start to buy year by year. And how it is, because it's art market like that. And you can, if you know this, if you have this practicing, you can build huge international art star. Once I heard story from Salvador Dali. In his book here, he described tests why he came back to Spain and why he make a decision this Franco about his comeback to Spain, and finally the Spanish song. It just most magic moment for artists of a Spanish song, because it's make day how you can to paint longer, and it's very open light, and it's give different feeling about colors and in painting and brushes and canvas. Spanish sun, it just transform everything. And if you look to Salvador Dali paintings in a period of Second World War, you can see way more bright. But what Franco told to Salvador Dali to do? Okay, you can come back, you can buy everything here, but you need to half of your paintings need be about Catholicism, about Catholic Church. Why he started to make all these crosses, Jesus, all these things, because this was part of his contract with Franco. He started to use his talent for church. How it did Goya, Velasquez, many Spanish artists before. But this moment about the Spanish sun, it's just knocked to my mind. And first time I came to here, and no, first time it's because I was invited. It was exhibited at Arco. I was invited for fashion, Madrid Fashion Week several times because I work for La Officiel magazine, and was sent like journalist to make artistic collage review about Madrid Fashion Weeks. But later I came to Barcelona on south of Spain and fall in love with us. And next I start live for next early carpet in the town, Santa Pola, and used all this lightness for my art, for my creativity, and be happy, and the all light just make me new, because yes, it's transform you, because you can see all this light every day, just transform you. And in the end, I start look around and find what Madrid look more like Berlin, which it's not for me. Or Alicante, now it's full of trees, most stupid style of life. It's good food, several museums. Maybe in my little town it's not touristic city, not at all, but I'm just with myself, okay? But to start a gallery business, to start like to plan if I want to move, first I go to Barcelona and find, oh no, Barcelona is too busy for me. It's not because it's so many galleries and it will be hard to beat my own gallery. It's not about it. It's so much people and that's absolutely incredible town, Barcelona, but sometimes very strange people. And I don't want to keep and use and spend my attention, my emotions on this, to react to this. And I finally found what Valencia, it's exactly middle. It's beautiful historical city. It's have big culture behind, and they say yes. I would like to start here. And Alexander, who is more pushed to this way, go to Valencia, because he was living in Elche, okay, let's go to Valencia. And his son was born in Elche, but they said, okay, let's. And we go to places, this one, and we have second one, which is twice bigger this one, but it's just next building through here on the other side of the street. And we finish this renovation of this space. We change all documentation for this space for documentations and prove to be a gallery. And we need to do same the second one. And I don't know how many years for this, but I'm not care. Just okay. Spain teach me do more like poco, and that's it. And I agree. Yes, it's you don't need to nervous. If it's for you, it's quite low. Okay, no problem. If it's very slowly, but use the slowness for something else. You have more time to create. Okay, all these builders, they just mañana. Yes, I have, of course. I have for my own time. Yes, I do, because Spain is the perfect place. Nobody scream to my ears. Nobody touch my body, and I just wake up, breakfast, canvas, paper, collages, art books, everything. Just enjoy of your life, of your art. That's it. For me, in last 5 years, I start to concentrate more on books. I was editor of his book, and I editor of many different books about art, and sometimes I create story about my childhood, about my school time, about how I was very young, what music I like it in this period, and this, I don't know why, but I just say, okay, if it's all like that, and I'm more interested about books right now, because I'm a book collector, and Spain is just huge history of books from avant-garde period. I like that. I have a lot of friends now in Valencia, because there's a lot of bookstops here with good collections we have. And I talk to them, and I buy and exchange, go to next exhibition about Italian futurism, and it's called El Futurista. and I bought here manifestos of Marinetti, which was published in Valencia in 1910. Can you imagine? Why it's not in Madrid and Barcelona? First book of Marinetti was published in Valencia, and I got this book. I bought this book. That will be part of our next show. And another funny fix, because I go to another bookstore, and guy showed me 4 huge blocks of magazines from 1914, which is of course related to the First World War, mostly. But it's very, I don't know, it's magic. Valencia is full of magic. Do you know this is bats? It's symbol of Valencia, and I think it's sound bats here. They're flying, and we just spray this magic powder, because it's huge, very heavy, 4 books, covered with red color. I open first, second, third. I open on page, and it's huge, 2 pages about Italian futurism, about Marinetti. Huge, 2 pages. Can you imagine this? I say, okay, what I can do is just city help me to create exhibitions. My God, I work on another project about circus, and I visit next to our gallery. It's like a store which sell antique money, coins, antique coins. And I look in windows and look, oh my God, this poster from 1950s about circus, like women who need to be cut. I entered to this coins store and ask, okay, what do you have more? And they show me a huge collection of posters in our circus, and I say, no, wait, this, that. And finally I bought 10 incredible, crazy Valencianian posters about circus. And yeah, I think it's like color-like here for people who are interested to the visual culture. And you just put your stick, and it's diamonds, Norwich diamonds. Spray on your face. Future for me, I want to sell much more art, to be rich, and buy all first floor this building and make biggest Dr.robot.gallery in Europe.
I don't know, it's always difficult to answer, and always difficult to think about yourself as a creator or as a talented person. Yes, of course, obviously I have abilities, and maybe talent, maybe yes, I can describe myself as a talented person, but I don't focus on that because I think it's not productive, because talent is a very random thing that has to be under your personality and character, and it has to be ruled and controlled by your character. I think so, that's my opinion only. But also you have to develop it always, and to think about it as about some special gem or thing that you have to take care of. But you never have to think about yourself as about a talented person, because you know, probably every person is talented in something. but that doesn't mean anything, I guess so. It's always important. It's very important. Poverty. I hate poverty, I am very afraid of it, and I would I think that is one of the worst things ever. Kindness